This week I'm going to be taking you on a week of my life trying to work and write and live, mainly because this is one of the busier weeks that I have going on. So normally I would be waking up around 5 a.m, getting ready and going into work for 7:30, but I am working from home today. The school, so I'm a counselor in a school. I do a specific like emotional mental health support program where I have so many kids, like 14 to 15, that I work with exclusively and try to help them reintegrate back into their regular education classes. But normally they come with a lot of trauma, a lot of depression, anxiety, like things that are just holding them back from that. So because I work with the school, but I don't work for the school is closed today because it's a national holiday, whereas I have to work. I get to work from home, and I'm definitely taking advantage of working from home today. I really have caught up on all my paperwork, thankfully, the things that I like really needed to get done that are priorities, and I'm mostly going to use the time that I'm working to study for my test that I have to get licensed. That's one of my things, and I'm also going to try to finish adding up all my hours. So when you're applying for your license, you have to basically like have your supervisors that have their own licenses sign off and say that yes, you worked all these hours. But I'm doing an extra step of like logging every week that I worked and how many hours I worked, so that the state can't say I don't have enough hours, because they do that to everybody. It's really annoying. My friend just went through the ringer. Thankfully she fought it and she did just get licensed, so there's hope for me. But on that note, because of that, my whole day, this is the normal day in my life, it did not go as according to plan, because instead of waking up at 5 a.m. like I normally do, your girl read until midnight last night, which is not normal for me. I'm usually out, but I was so wired, probably because I had a coffee at 4 o'clock in the evening and just could not sleep. So I read until midnight. I'm reading The Black Witch by Lori Forrest, and I'm loving it. It is so good. I'm so mad that I slept on this for so long, because it came out in like 2017. Highly recommend that. So I was reading that a couple chapters before I finally was like, okay, I'm sleepy, and then I got up at 7. I still had to clock in at 7:30, so I was dragging, but I did have coffee. I had a bagel for breakfast. I took the dogs outside. I did like my Wordle, Quordle, Octordle, because I'm obsessed with those still to this day, and now I'm here. I'm actually going to be going live on YouTube, but in the meantime, I'm just doing my hours. So I don't want to show this because obviously some of it's confidential, but like this is just a stack of, I have 3 years worth of hours to go through, and I'm about 1.5 years in. So I'm going to finish up doing that, and then I'm going to go live and I'm going to do a little bit of writing, and then probably after my stream, I'm going to have lunch, and then I'm going to study. I have the big book of Encyclopedia of Counseling. My friend was reading it. She has some tabs and things in there. I borrowed her copy because she was so gracious enough to give it to me instead of me buying my own. And then I'm probably gonna give it back to her and she'll probably sell it, but this is what I have to study with. Yay. So welcome to my vlog. I have, like I said, I have a very busy week. I have book club this week. I have writing club this week. I have a lunch to go to, and I have work. So I'm sure it's going to be an interesting ride, but I'm so determined to get more writing stuff done. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hi, my friends. So it is now 2:17. I have a phone call at 3, and I answered an email. I added all of my hours, thankfully. I think I accidentally just turned off my PC as I was trying to turn it on, so that's not good. But I just wanted to pop in here that my Monday has been productive. I am going to study now for the remaining like 45 minutes that I have until my phone call at 3, and then I'll be clocking out after that. So far, it's been a day. I feel good about what I've done, but it's definitely gonna be going by way too fast. So I'll check in when I can. Hi friends, it is Tuesday morning, February 21st, and it's 7:15 and I'm late. So I don't know what the hell's been going on, but you know, realistic week in my life, I'm just very unorganized. So I didn't end up filming anything after last night, But my work day was pretty productive. I studied. I feel very good about human development because that's like a bulk of what I have to take on the test that I'm taking for my license. And human development's great. I remember human development. I liked human development. It's the rest that I'm a little bit worried about, like stats and things that I haven't had in a while. Anyway, so I studied and then I got on a call around 3 and then I ended work. And then I was supposed to meet up with my friend Rachel, but Rachel was having a day and asked if we could hang out today instead. And kind of worked out a little bit better for me. So me and my husband ran to Target. We went to dinner at his parents and then I went to book club. But it was like such a go, go, go that I just didn't film anything, which is normal for me. I don't feel like I sat down. So when I got home from book club, I came home to make sure that the puppy got her meds because she got fixed last Friday. And after that, we decided to watch Wakanda Forever. My husband, you know, it's like 9 o'clock at night and my husband's like, I want to watch it. Probably not the best idea because I think that's why I'm running so late now, is because I'm exhausted today. The last 2 nights, Sunday night, I stayed up till midnight reading, and then last night I was up till midnight watching Wakanda Forever. Good movie, and I don't know if I would have felt differently though if I watched it at a different time because I was tired and I don't like sitting for that long. It was a long movie. It was almost 3 hours, and it just felt like it was 6 hours, and I did not appreciate that. So I was like very antsy. I was very uncomfortable sitting in my living room, like watching it after a while. And then I had both of the dogs sleeping. It was like Greg, me, dog, and dog. So like it was hard to even move. The movie itself, like I really liked it. I loved how they paid tribute to Chadwick Boseman, and like that was really sad and I nearly cried a few times, but like it just felt so long. So I don't know. I want to rewatch it eventually, but I can't do it anytime soon because it was just way too much for me. But we did that. So I went to bed like midnight last night, and then I normally wake up at 5. And I didn't get up till about 6. So yeah, so now I'm here. I showered. Thankfully, it was not a hair wash day because I just washed my hair yesterday, and I'm just trying to do my makeup, aka my eye makeup, because that's really all I do for work. And I have the day ahead of me. So my to-do list today, I'm actually going into the office. So kids are back in school for the rest of the week. I have to show up. I did remember though last night that, so we get a personal day to take once a quarter. And so far, I haven't taken my personal day yet. So that means, you know, it's about to be like next week's March. And then if I don't do it by the end of March, I lose that personal day. So when I go into the office today, I'm going to try to figure out what day I want to take off. I'm also trying to figure out if I should do like a stereotypical, like let's take off on Monday or a Friday. Fridays, my husband is always off. That's just his own schedule. He works 4 days a week. But Mondays, he works from home. Or if I want to do like a random Wednesday or Thursday, have like a midweek break, and then my husband would actually be going into his office, then I would have the house to myself. But yeah, I have to do that. And then I think it's a relatively normal work day. I don't have anything crazy going on. I do have supervision, which is nice because then I like when I have like a day work from home or a day off on Monday, and then I don't have to jump immediately into sessions because I have supervision. But yeah, my day's gonna be supervision. I have to follow up with the kiddo because there's a lot going on last week before the end of the day on Thursday, and there was potentially like suicidal, homicidal ideation. So we definitely have to follow up with them right after my supervision, and then I have a group, and then just taking kids as I see them. I'm done at 3:30, and then I think at some point I'm going to see my friend Rachel now because we did not get to see each other yesterday. I think we're just gonna do like coffee, maybe going to like the bookstore or something like that. I don't know. I'll bring you along. I'll probably come home, take the puppies outside, go meet her, and then I'll probably come home, make dinner with Greg. We've been doing HelloFresh. I'm not sponsored, but I would love to be sponsored. I've definitely been enjoying every single meal. There's only been one that I didn't like the glaze on it, and I didn't like it. And we've been getting it since like the beginning of the year. So overall, I'm really impressed by it. So me and Greg have been doing like that together, where we'll both like kind of put our phones down and just cook together. And it's been really nice. So we'll probably do that for dinner tonight. We've only been getting 3 a week, which works out because like we ate one on Sunday. We went to my in-laws yesterday. We went tonight. We'll go to the in-laws again tomorrow because his one sister's coming in. And then Thursday we'll have the last meal, and then we get it on Saturday. Anyway, that is my day. I am always chaotic. I'm definitely gonna be a little bit late. I try to leave my house at 7:30 to get at the school for 7:40. I'm probably gonna be able to do that, but I do need to get my lunch together and make my gigantic bottle of water. So thanks for listening to me mutter and muse. I think that we're gonna just call it what it is right now, just a very subtle eye today. I'm gonna muss up my hair and stuff like that, and then we're gonna be ready to go. So I'll see you guys later. Hi friends, it's me. It is about 6:30 on Tuesday and I have to take the puppies outside for a walk. And we just ate dinner, so we just made HelloFresh. We made this meatloaf sandwich. Not my favorite. I'm not a meatloaf person. It was all right. It was probably Greg's favorite meal, go figure. But definitely have to do the cleanup because there's a lot of dishes there. So it's garbage night. So my goal is at 6:30, I'm gonna take the puppies outside for a walk, come back, do the dishes, and then put the trash out for garbage day. And then hopefully that won't take me more than a half hour. I have a load of laundry in the dryer and I'm gonna bring that upstairs and do some writing for maybe another half hour. Just a little bit in Mermaid. I want to kind of keep the flow. And then I'd like to read for a little bit before bed. So between reading and writing tonight, that's my goal. I, of course, came home and I thought I was going out with my friend today. She ended up canceling our plans. So now I'm just here and I'm going to try to take advantage of my time because Greg's playing games. I did play video games when I got home though. Couldn't help it. I was invited and because the same friend that I was supposed to go out with asked to play video games instead, I did that. So it is rainy and gross out, but I'm gonna go take the dog for a walk. She's so cute. Okay, here's little girl. Hello, Suki. Yeah. She's been using our bell and she was just ringing like crazy, so I know she has to go. So I'm gonna head out, but hopefully I will have more to update, but day in the life, most of the time I make plans, they never go according to plan. The only good thing is I'm gonna write a little bit tonight, and I got some more feedback I saw on my short story. So I'm gonna probably not do the short story today because I'm waiting for 2 more people to give me feedback, but hopefully by Thursday I'll be able to work on that. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Hello friends. It's Wednesday, and a realistic day in my life is that I forget to vlog. Nothing goes according to plan and I realize that my dog is crazy and does not want me to write tonight because she is just going berserk. She's so loud. So today has been a weird day and I really couldn't document half of it. At some point today, I decided that, because my day job has been kind of draining lately, I was like, I want to do something creative that's not necessarily writing. And Lindsay Puckett recently did a whole bind up of her book that she was trying to make her debut novel. So basically the book that she wrote, queried, didn't get anywhere and shelved. She made that into a book just to kind of have it for herself. And while I didn't make a book fully, I decided that I wanted to make a book cover, and it's like an ebook cover. Like that is technically the dimensions for an ebook cover, but I didn't like do the spine or the back or anything like that at this point. But it was really fun to create the cover, and it was just really inspiring to see like what my book could look like if it was gonna be on a shelf or like if I was gonna like pick up an ebook. And a lot of people really liked it, which I'm not a graphic designer. I used Canva, much like Lindsay did in her video, and I was very impressed with myself for a limited time. I think I spent an hour on it. So nothing crazy, but like a lot of people were like, this would be something that I would pick up on a bookshelf. And I did use like factors as far as trying to look like what's current, like what some like current themes are. The Atlas 6 was kind of an inspiration, like that cover, and it came out good. I did that today. And then I was supposed to have writing club in person today, and go figure, we have an ice storm. So this is the second time that the weather decided to be bad after not being bad for like weeks on writing club. So we had to cancel and postpone writing club in January. We had to cancel and postpone it today. So I went ahead and created an entire Discord for my writing club, and I was very proud of it. Now, granted, like I think it could be like our club like meetings are in person, but like if anyone's interested and wants, like let me know in the comments. Like I can put an invite in my description, but
after after going through the effort, like I made, which granted it's something that I like to do. Like I love making Discord channels all the time. I make so many of them, but I went ahead and I separated everything. I have like information meetings, like a bunch of writing things. And the only two people to join was one, the owner of the Pixie, and two, my friend. So even though people were like, yeah, we'll join Discord tonight and we'll write, the people who said that didn't even join the server, let alone come to the virtual writing club. So hopefully we'll gather some speed, but I did quite a lot of work. So like that's the server, and then here's all the types of things. I separated like all like sorts of writing stuff, feedback sections, resources, publishing, and then the voice channels with the meeting rooms. But yeah, we just have 3 people. So I'm excited for it either way. It was definitely kind of a bummer when like nobody showed up. And I was in the voice channel for probably over an hour and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write with Caitlin. So the other issue is because of the ice storm, I ended up leaving work early. I still worked until my normal time, which is 3:30, but I was pretty productive. I did my notes, I did some like text and emails, and then I also started to get a jump start on my summer program. So I do a summer program with the kids since they're not in school all the time. And I'm trying to get ahead of that because last year trying to get people to respond to me and to answer and get transportation set up, like the parents are sometimes so frustrated. Well, a lot of times they're frustrating. And this year in particular, like I've seen the kids regress quite a lot and the parent involvement is like non-existent, which is horrifying because your kids are in therapy and you would think that they want to know what's going on and be involved. And I can't tell you how many sessions I've had, but it might be like on one hand how many parent sessions I've had. And I have 16 kids. So it's bad. And I've been trying to get ahead of things and like starting to make things mandatory. Like I'm going to send you a letter and you have to return a signed document that you received it and acknowledged it. So yeah, that's what I was doing at work today. So I've been doing a lot of like writing things, but not creative. So I'm stalling now. I'm going to go ahead and jump into my Discord and start talking with my co-writer, Kate. And we're going to hopefully try to finish our romance book tonight. I'm really excited. We have 2.5 chapters left. We've been saying this for a while, but every time we try to write, it's been like nonsense. So that's what we're going to do. So it's a weird Wednesday, but we're making it. It's 7:42 and let's hope I get at least a good solid hour and a half of writing.
Hi friends, it's Friday of this week and I think it's Friday, February 24th, and I didn't vlog at all today. So yesterday and today have been very, very trying at my day job, and I've had to deal with a lot of crises and just escalated situations. I have one kid that is potentially leaving the household because of issues between all the other siblings. I had another kid that like got super aggressive for seemingly no reason and then like broke school property and then came into a family session with me like the next day and then got escalated again, was making threats. So that's just 2 of the many intense things that I've been dealing with this week, and it would be a lie to say that I'm not a little bit burnt out from work this week, and I definitely have seen it the last 2 days in particular. Last night, I'm glad I've vlogged B-roll for last night, but I didn't even have anything today because it was like work, and I did all the work today, and then I came home and I saw my husband for maybe like an hour, and then I was going to get on a phone call with Autumn Ashley, and we did that. But we ended up talking from 5:30 to 9:30, and that was great, and I definitely don't regret that at all. It was nice. It was just good to, like, I just had my water, and we chatted, and we caught up with a bunch of shit, and It's been a while since we were able, like, since we sat down and did that. It was great to catch up, and I needed that a little bit to have, like, just somebody to not talk about work with. Like, we touched upon a little bit of work things together, but it wasn't crazy. It's been good, and I'm losing my train of thought because it's late. It's like 10 o'clock, and the dogs are kind of going crazy. They want to play, but Suki had surgery last week, and she's still not supposed to really play. Aria can be sometimes nastier. It's been a lot of like draining of my resources. I have like no spoons. So it was just a lot for me today. Ended up on a good note, but it is just late and I didn't vlog anything because I really didn't, literally just went to work and I can't film at work. And then I talked to Autumn for 4.5 hours. So there's not much to report. My writing did slip in the end, but on a happy note, for my short story, I almost have all the feedback. There's 2 people that, one I was unsure if they were going to give any feedback, and another that just recently said, because they missed my message, and they were like, yeah, I'll read it. So I may just get one more over the weekend. Then tomorrow I can just focus on the edits and prepare my submission. I think it's pretty simple, but last time I tried to submit, I couldn't get the link to work, so I'll see if there's anything further I have to do, and then I'll just email it after, because I don't know exactly like if there's any like criteria other than like attaching it to the email. So I'm excited though. I'm happy that I got it done. And I was looking into other potential short story submissions. I just found one called Apex Magazine, and I may try to subscribe. It's only $27 a year, and it's an ebook. So it's like $3 a month for the subscription on like Kindle. So I think that's worth it. And I might look into that because they don't have parameters for what you can submit to, but it does have to be within like fantasy, sci-fi, horror genres. And that's what I write. So I think I might see if I can submit something to that at some point in the future. And I'll leave that link down below if anyone else is interested. But I just randomly found it because of a Tor.com email that they sent, which truthfully, as much as email chains like might be annoying, newsletters are great because you just find random stuff, and like that like was not on my radar until today. So yeah, so my plan for the weekend is going to be to just tackle stuff. So I probably won't vlog this weekend, but I don't feel unproductive and I feel good with where I'm at, but it's definitely another week. And I think I echo sentiments from my last vlog where there are just some nights and some weeks and some times when your day job is just very, very draining and stressful. And working in mental health with kids who are at such a high risk all the time is hard. Some weeks it's good, and the last couple weeks have been really rough. So I don't know how I'm managing it. I'm not balancing well. I do think I'm not talking to my husband as much, and I'm not like going out a lot. Well, I went out, but like it's one of those things where like I don't want to go out, but like I already have obligations. So like I am struggling to balance a little bit this week in particular. So we'll see. I'm hoping I can restore a little bit, and I have a day coming off on the 6th of March, so not next week but the week after, and I'm looking forward to that. I think I just really need to take a day for myself because I don't get a ton of time to take off, and when I do, I have to strategically plan it. So anyway, that is my vlog. I feel good. I wrote my short story. I wrote a little bit in my mermaid book. I wrote a little bit in my co-written rom-com. I read some things. I'm currently reading The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest. I've been reading it, but it is really good, and it's 1 out of 5 books, and the 5th book is going to be published next year. They're kind of big. They're over 500 pages, all of them, but I'm enjoying this book so much, so I definitely think I will continue and actually buy probably the whole series. But on that note, I'm going to end it today, and I hope that this was like a realistic look for you guys into my life, but also just like how hard it is sometimes to keep up momentum for writing when my job can suck the soul out of me. I'm sure that some of you guys watching this relate, so let me know what you guys do to refill your well, especially creativity, but just in general, like how do you guys refill your well, and what is it that you do for self-care on your hardest weeks of your day job? So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.